Y'all all right? Ain't it too? Good. Y'all all right? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. We should have some newly expected mothers back here soon, ain't we? Some baby. They should be right around the corner. Real soon, hopefully. Something like that. All right. It's too to be here. Had to handle a phone call, trying to check and make sure people watching us always, and nothing else out here. But it's a matter of time. Everything going down but the bar. That's why I'm still holding to it. I'm seeing a lot of things, seeing a lot of people, seeing a lot of things come up and go down. There's some stuff been around a long time and still come down. We're looking to stay. Ain't that right? Looking to stay planted, stay focused, making sure we get this thing right. I hope y'all thought about what we talked about on Come She. I mean, it's really imperative that you know what your plight is and know why you're here. Don't ever forget that. Don't ever forget, how you felt when you finally made that step, that commitment, and what you were willing to do. Walk away from, give up, leave, go without, suffer. As long as you get that comfort, that's what we don't ever want to forget. I remember in the book of Kazum, when he came through and he began to correct the 7 lampstands, the 7 Adar congregation. And when he told them to repent, he wanted them to do their first works over. Sometimes that's what you got to do. You got to go back and start looking at where you got off at. If you go back at the point of start, you can see what happened. That is, sometimes you look at lines, you say to get off, go back to where you started. You can start to see when you start to veer. You started straight, then you started veering. Then you got to start looking at influence. Was that when you said, I got it? I know what I'm doing? I'm telling you, he leads you, it's going to be straight. And it ain't going to be straight, it's going to be narrow, it's going to be right. But when you start to try to take yourself and start to dictate, it's going to be a problem. You start to see your own way. Book said there is a way that seems right unto a ish. He said just the end of it, it's just moot. That's what he found, it's just moot though. It look right. A lot of stuff people have done and jumped and done, I tell you what to do, I got it. It look right, but it's the way it's a moot. There's a lot of people have done things, came up and conjured things in their mind and started to see their own way. People, it ain't that people dumb and stupid. It's just that Mr. Yahuwah got a plan. Right. And the only people that gonna make it in, the people gonna stick with the plan. That's just bottom line. You get people started why, I don't like people tell me what to do. I don't like about being old me. I'm my own person. I always been like this. Right there, all your defeats. Yep. That's your failures. Because hey, you should have never came to nobody. Right. It's because of our inability that we come to Yahuwah because of his ability. Never ending, never wavering, never changing. That's what we're trying to get consistent. I didn't get consistency till I started to commit and plant myself in a way. I didn't, because I'm a person with my own mind. I got my own way, but I can't have it. You gotta be willing to let your way go. You gotta be able to, you gotta be willing to take correction. You gotta be willing to make change. A lot of times, for people that watched us for years, they know how many change. You can't, we were the Way of God Church. And with the Way of God Church of Yeshua, man, we got rid of God, come back. I know the Secretary of State know. They said, which name? And we telling the one that's gonna save us. That's right. And the one that's gonna save us. Isn't that right? Listen, I ain't limited to making no changes. Unlike some people, I've been with people and seen people, they ain't gonna change. Y'all know that some older people, it's hard. You don't change older people. I'm 51. I'm considered by some of y'all getting near, older age. But we pull out for y'all that your mind get right. You understand? I'm still a young man. Isn't that right? I said might be a little snow on top. Don't mean there's no fire burning in the bottom. Ask Smitty, you don't believe me. Isn't that right? Still got a little fire. Isn't that right? It burned more than him too. Y'all all right? So, at the end of the day, we look at why we're here, and I don't want us to ever forget it. I don't want us to get complacent, comfortable, and we forget. I don't know about y'all. I was at that narrow end of death. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see escaping death, and that was a big fear that played a major part of why I came. And when I decided to convert my life up, why I didn't go back. I ain't do like a lot of people, come in, go back out, then come on back in and try to get it straight. I was escaping something. From people, from self, from behaviors, from ideas, from fears. I had a lot of stuff working. What were people gonna say? how people gonna look at me, how's I gonna make it, what was it gonna be like to be sober all the rest of my life. I had a lot of stuff coming at me. I don't know about y'all, it might seem it's frivolous now, but it was major for me then. It was just major, you know, because I did a lot of stuff to appease people. I did a lot of stuff I did to appease people. It wasn't for myself, and not as much as it was for people. You know, we go out, you know, I just pay the bill. It made no difference. You know, you do it because, you know, hey, you had it, but at the same time, people like you when you do that. People like you when they know, hey, you got it, you gonna cover it. Hey, look to you, you gonna be it, you know. And you don't realize you just basically just pleasing people, because when you can't, people leave, people change. None of them people I took care of, none of them people come and see about me. None of them people come and say, listen, you took care of me, you put me on, you taught me, you did a lot of stuff. I want to just pay you back. People never do that. So, you know, you just realize a lot of stuff you do to please people, you know, when it come down to you, that's the first person you got to look at satisfying other than the Creator. That's right. How many people are really, truly satisfied with themselves? Few people, very few. So people don't like to talk about stuff reality. When you look in the mirror, what do you really see? Do your fears really keep you from being where you need to be? A lot of people have fears that keep them from being, I'm afraid I'm going to fail. What do you think that's going to make me do in my plight of trying to move forward or trying to evolve? Now, why? I'm going to fail anyway. I always fail. And that don't never work out for me anyway. So what kind of effort I'm going to put behind it? Very little. Do you understand how major it is for a lot of people? Fear is a major factor of why people won't move. There's a lot of people watch me now. You know, they sit back and listen, professional athlete. There's a lot of people watch me. People, you got chief of police, different people they'll call. These people can't leave. They look at their profession. They look at their people, federal agent. It's a lot of people watch me. Oh yeah, a lot of people. But a lot of these people can't come out from where they at. It's like, I can't come out from this world I'm in. I agree wholeheartedly with what you're saying, but I got to look at my survival, my livelihood. These people going to look at me strange. They're not going to let me keep my position. So what do? Your fear keep you from being saved. That's all, you know, what you feel like, you know, people better than you, they're not. If they were, they'll be doing what you were doing. That's a lot of fears we had to break. Can you imagine some of y'all people got up and you moved your families? You didn't know how it was going to turn out, how it was going to work out, but you did it. You know how many people, I want to do it, but I don't see how I'm going to make it. It's fear. That's a lot of stuff keep people from being here. That's a lot of stuff keep people from being consistent. Just the fear of, I've never been consistent, I'm a failure. How you think I know this? I had it. Y'all don't think I had to deal with the fear of, I could fall away, I could quit, I could get in a situation, I can't be saved. Don't you know all those things were rattling through my mind? I had more time in the world than I had coming this way. All the stuff I tell y'all about is real. You don't think I battle into that? A preacher, you know how many times they tell you, all preachers fail, all preachers fall. That's just a preacher. All preachers battle lust. You hear this constant from people. And you have to wonder, when is your failure going to come? So you work to say, goodness, does it happen to everybody? And they tell you, it don't mean that you're still not a good preacher. It's just everybody does it. So you got to keep listening to all the influence of people tell you everybody does it. Everybody battles something. What's your demon? I'm like, I don't have no demon. I don't have one. I ain't trying to make it. I just ain't got one. Listen, I'm too old to go out here and be fumbling around. Listen, I can think of all kind of stuff. I look at club pictures. Man, I can't go back in that club. I remember I ain't gonna make it back. I ain't gonna make it back. I ain't gonna try it. All I'm gonna do is get out there, they gonna shut that door, they be like, we knew you were coming back. I'm not going back. Get in there, you get the jet, get back on that floor and get in front of that mirror and they play He's a Knockout. That's it, man. And maybe I get that 28 ways again. I ain't gonna come back. Y'all have to sit, listen, man, they play that song, He's a Knockout. Now I turn around and woman, I start dancing with myself. I'm in the mirror. I said, they talk about me. She talking about me. I look at all them ugly niggas. I said, they not talking about these guys. These guys were dancing in my song. Listen, I had it bad. But at least I'm honest. Man, I had to break away from a lot of stuff. I'm appreciative. But you know what happened? Fear. I had a greater fear of dying, burning forever, greater than the fear I had of what people were going to think about me. That was the only way I could do it. I had two fears battling me. I had to fear how people were going to look at me, what I was going to give up, and getting a job. I was always scared of that. Getting a job. I was afraid of it. Getting on somebody's clock, somebody's time, had to go. You got to wait to get your money in a week. Oh, I'm talking about these were real fears. I know some of y'all, you good with it. You had one all your life. But I hadn't. I mean, so, it was a big fear for me. But I had the fear of, you're going to die. You're going to die a horrible death. You're going to burn forever. I said, I'm going to get a job. It was. For some, anybody had, I know some of y'all got a fear that you don't want to work, you want to pay back my money. But people other than that, did any of y'all ever have a fear? Y'all had any fears? Fears coming? Yeah, you going to have them. You human. You know what y'all do? I think we kind of, people say stuff. We can say in his song, ain't no fear here. I listen what people say. I say he has no fears. There's always a fear. You just have to have the fear of your mortality. When I say that, and I'm putting that in that term of what he can do. So that'll over or supersede the natural fear that I have. You don't think I have fears? The fear I have of him is greater than that. That's what got me to the place where I'm at. That's why I ain't worried about no videos. I ain't worried about no tape phone calls. I ain't worried about nothing coming up. Because anybody know what I done or know what I'm doing, and me and Mr. Yahuwah, I ain't done nothing. Because of fear. I know somebody gonna tell it. That's why I do it. So won't you try getting a fear of him and letting that fear be greater than the other fear you have of failure? Or how people gonna look at you? Or what's gonna happen with you to you if you don't have anymore? Get that fear. I tell you, it'll suffice. It'll suffice. That's the only thing keeping me. I know I'm gonna die. I know I can't avoid it. I know I can't get it. I can run, lift, whatever. I'm gonna die. I know I'm gonna die. So what I have to always consider is when I do, will I be ready? And the only way to ensure that is to make sure what I believe is recorded and I can follow it. It's a pattern. It ain't something I just pick. You got pattern. People got all kind of pattern they can pull. It's got to line up. It ain't tic-tac-toe, go across this way, round. No, it's got to go one way. That's what I'm looking for. I got to see him in peace. That's my hope, to meet him in shalom. And in doing that, he gave y'all a man. He could have gave y'all somebody a lot better than me. He really could have. I'm honest. I have real fears. I have real phobias, the whole nine, but none of them supersede the fear I got of him. That's how I do what I do. People want to know why preacher keep going, how preacher keep, they do. I ain't super him. I'm scared. That's the only reason I do what I do, because I am scared. He don't believe it. I'm scared to death. That's why I do it. I ain't got no choice in the matter. I don't have a choice. Do it or die. We're talking about a death greater than the death that we all afraid of now. I think everybody in here is afraid of death that everybody got to pass through. Agreed? It's another death. That's another death. That's even more scarier. So that's the part that got me. So when you die, it's over, but then it's a judgment. Then what happens from there? Then I got to die again? And this time I got to die and I got to be in torment? That fear has to be the fear to keep you on the right path. Yeah, I ain't worried about y'all watching me or putting no camera on me. I tell you, y'all ain't putting no pressure on me. Ain't gonna make me go do nothing. The fear I have of burning for the rest of my life is enough to keep my hand on any woman, ain't mine, ain't looking at no kids, and definitely don't want no man. Don't want to go get drunk. Not every day. I'm gonna clear that up. I don't say I don't get drunk. I ain't gonna say it now. A taste ain't went across there. Cause I mean, you hear me, you can get desires of stuff. Don't act like you can't. Y'all, you can get desires of stuff. But I'm good. I ain't going to no liquor store. It's sometime now that thing here come. A bill? A cold one? With ice like on it? Hey, keep going. Got to fight it. Don't even go there and entertain it. I don't even go buy no old duels. I went to old duels one time. I wanted to quit drinking. I drank some old duels. I popped them things, drunk a six pack of them thing. I almost got sick. I said, man, let me get some beer. I popped out. I said, man, this ain't bad. I popped out 6 of them times. Man, need this jungle. I need to go get some beer. That thing was the same price. I said, I just let a nigga suck him into some stuff the same price and ain't no alcohol in it. I said, I need this stuff. Well, I went right on back and got me some alcohol. Me playing with that thing like that. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
I don't know about y'all, but I had some, boy. I had that smoking demon. Me and marijuana, deep concentration. We was out there drinking. Woo, boy. Fornication. Adultery. Woo. It could be mine or yours. It made no difference. Isn't that right? I was out there. I just never thought it would happen to me. I seen people, people like, they would deliver from drinks. I just be looking at them people saying, it won't happen for me. I want to tell them. Somebody said, man, I used to drink, man. The Lord delivered me. He used to try to be sinning. Listen, in myself, I be thinking, I say, he won't do it for me. I was stuck. Never thought it happened for me. Stuff that you want to do, stuff you want to get away from, stuff they kind of have you in battle when you're doing it. Everybody doing it. You want to stop at some point. At some point, you want to stop. You want to stop. But you just realize you can't stop. I put it down for a minute, feel like I'm going to do it. I picked that thing back up. I just looked at he wasn't going to do it for me. I was waiting on him to come by with whatever it is he used, the Holy Ghost, and get that reefer and say, I'm taking away. I hear people testimony. I used to be drinking for 7 years. One day the Lord came and took the taste out of my mouth. I just be looking. Just be trying to figure out, man, why he won't do it for me? He just, I believe one day I woke up, didn't have no more taste with folks. Y'all heard them testimony? I say he won't do it for me. I never told him about it. I just kept my mouth closed. I just said, wouldn't happen for me. People tell on they smoke. I said, look at how he came and took it out their mouth. Stopped it one day. One day, got up cold turkey. Quit smoking. Folks clapping and going. I just look, said, he won't do it for me. And I say that to look at a lot of people are stuck in a kind of a stigma because of false information people gave them, how the Lord just come down. And people said, like one night, the Lord just came and sat on the edge of my bed. Man, I just be sitting there. I'll say to myself, he won't do that for me. He sat on the edge of your bed and talked to you. People lied, man. They made people stay. It kept me out there longer. Yeah. He didn't ever come. There's a lot of people out there because of misinformation. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of people. He never came and sat down on the edge of my bed. He never took the taste out of my mouth. I just had to change my desire. I had desire to live more than I wanted to die. And that just caused me to have to suffer. I suffered to stop. It wasn't one day I woke up and no taste was gone. One day like I didn't want it no more. I wanted it every day for a long time. I wanted to drink, I wanted to smoke. I had to restrict myself. I kept breaking it, go back, smoke one more for the road. That's it. This be the last one. After a while, something happened. Get myself in a situation, frustrated, and man, I just need to smoke one. Then I would say, stop drinking, and something happened, and come up and you be around those same people before you know it. Them people, they be like, man, it ain't drinking is wrong. It's getting drunk. You just got to know when to not get. You drink one and you be like, I can control it. You back where you was. Man, I wrestled through so many holes. And the stopping starting was enough to just make you turn around and quit. Not quit smoking, just quit, just give up and just say, I'm done. Nothing's happened for me the way it happened for everybody else. How many of y'all heard those lies? The Lord came out, the Lord talked to him. Lord, when did it happen to you? So you just got us, we're just a bunch of rejects. We the people who never came and sat on our bed and never came and took our weed and never took the beer and opened the refrigerator and poured it down the sink. We all had to do what everybody else had to do. That was honest. We had to make a choice.
Yeah, that's right.
He didn't never get Abraham and bring him out of his house with all his luggage with his wife. He told him to get out of his father's house. So Abraham had to make a choice. Stay here. This is what I know. That's where all my family at. Everybody out hard right here. But the man just told me to get out and go somewhere else. He gonna make me a greater nation. I don't see it. And everything he compared me or to what he was gonna make for me was something visible I could see. He couldn't see everyone, but the book said in the book of Yeshayahu said, no doubtless that we're Abraham. You know the book said, though he be ignorant of us. Can you walk up to him and hug him and call him Abba? I ain't looking, don't know you, but I do know you. Because he told me when I look at the Kukabin, he said, that's how he said, for numbering. Can you imagine that man got to see all of us? He got to see all of that part of the Berit. He got to see us. He got to see us. He's got to see what he had been, what his future was for his remnant, his seed was going to be numbered like. When he see all of us, he ain't going to be able to count it. It's going to be just like the sand of the sea for multitude. He's not going to be able to count us. No more than he will know the name of El Shem of every one of them Kukabim. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for where he brought me from. A lot of times I wanted to die. A lot of times I wanted to die. A lot of times I wanted to be somebody else. A lot of times I want to do a lot of stuff. But whatever reason it was, for the purpose of what it is today, he kept me just who I was. They give me no superhuman strength, ability. They didn't make me no bookworm or no kind of genius. Just let me went through just so I be an example and know and understand what the average person actually goes through. These churches not, y'all know, church is not honest. People don't have honest. People don't want to be put down to honest. They really don't. People more comfortable with lying. Hadn't the Lord talked to you before? Whole church. And you sitting there if you honest saying, there's no way I could be saved. He talked to everybody. Why he? How many times we seen it? These people spoke in tongues and you couldn't speak. You like, and folks say, you speak in tongues? You know you can't be saved. Why would you even stay? I'm going to be forced to lie or memo. And then you get people say, oh, tongue is just, is whatever you make. They start, so that's I speak in tongues. Right. You just start talking fast or something. You know what I'm saying? Listen, that's between you and the Lord. Hey, you just making a whole lot of jibber jabber doing stuff. And think of how many people come in and get caught up and watch it and just turn around and give up. But he let us stay. Christianity is one of the most detrimental and most dangerous religions on the planet. There's not another more violent, more secluded, dangerous, conquering religion than Christianity. Christianity is every country that's conquered, South America, parts of Africa, all conquered by Christians. They are all of the Christian face. I didn't say faith, face. White face. It's the same face. Isn't that right? So we had to break that stigma. Fight through our fears and our phobias. Keep them. I want you to keep them. I just want the fear of Elohim to be greater. Nothing wrong with it. That's why he wouldn't take smoking out of my mouth. Drinking, lying, fornication, adultery. I know how to do it. There's no way I'm going to get no butt naked woman say, oh, I don't know how to fuck. I know how to fornicate. He wouldn't move it. I'm just being honest. Y'all folks, come on, how many of y'all heard that? When the Lord come in your life, you don't even know how to do wrong. No, you're not how to do it. Don't lie to yourself. Come on, how many times we been told this stuff? You tell the church, I want to get them to tell the church, I still know how to fornicate. Oh, Jesus, what is wrong with this man? He wouldn't do it. Only thing he gave me was fear. What was that? I don't know how to pop a bill up. Man, did you see these hands? I couldn't open a bill, look if I wanted to. You had a stroke? My hand pop a bill just like it pop anything else. The same top on the bill, they got it on a Sprite. A 7-Up, a Mountain Dew. I don't know how to pop a bill. Same bottle you pop vinegar on, the same one on the liquor bottle. How you lying and saying you don't know how to open no liquor? The only difference is fear. Fear. The fear of Elohim keeps me. He wouldn't dare come and move it. All right, we're going to get ready to talk to y'all and move on. Y'all all right? Don't, listen. What I want us to do. Don't let nobody lie to you. Don't let nobody tell you. Listen, tell people, listen, if you try to make yourself feel good with these lies, tell them to yourself. Don't tell them to me. Everything I knew how to do before, I still know how to do. It's all about just the fear. Ain't nothing changed other than the fear. The more I learn about him, his purpose, the more I understand it. And I grasp the understanding of a heart that he has that they call the love. And I've grown a love. People say, don't you love me? Love the Lord, wave your hand. If you love the Lord, right now, stand on your feet. If you love the Lord, run in the place. Run, look at them and say, I love the laws. Man, he don't need all that hollering, man. He don't need to talk no name, man. Just live right. That's right. But then they get you like you ain't holler, they eyes all bugged, they the fornicator. They the drunk, they the liar. They the loudest ones. And they'll get you and they'll mess you. Don't y'all understand? We are a damaged breed of people. Due to the fact people just hadn't told us the truth. You're human. You're subject. You're prone to. You know, you said that a man is subject to committing qatar, said like the sparks fly up. It'll happen. It'll happen. So we got to change. Then we had to have a fear. Since we know the laws of averages for a man or a woman to commit sin, then something has to be inbreded. Something has to be established to keep man from committing sin. It's got to be fear. It's got to be fear. What will happen if I? What will happen? What do you think the purpose of him killing all those people and people watching? What do you think happened? On every event, when they watch people die or get cut off, you know what people started doing? Fearing, considering. You know, I almost got with that group. I like to open my mouth and say something. That's what we're learning. Fear. That's all you got to have, fear. It ain't, oh, you're a punk, you're a B, you're weak. It's the fact of we want to be saved. And when you want to be saved, it don't matter how far you into something. You're never too far. You can't come back and get it right. I ain't doing nothing too much of I can't stop to get it right. Nothing. ain't bred into nothing. I ain't committed into nothing. I ain't locked into nothing. I ain't signed no paperwork into nothing where I can't stop and come out of nothing so I can be saved. I don't know about y'all. That me. That's right. That's the first part you gotta be. I ain't got nothing law like, oh man, if I do, they gonna mess up big. No. I ain't into nothing that I can't stop and I can't come back from it so I can be saved. Don't get yourself, and it can happen. You know, I've done too much. I'm too far. I had too many times. Listen, he got to be the judge of that. He told me right now, I can't get in. I'm going to be working him. I'm going to be working you. Who should taught me that? He don't say, that man weary me. Listen, you know what they did in Nineveh? What you do the man tell you 40 days? Is he a liar? No. 40 days. 40 days. 40 days. He said he destroyed Nineveh. That man that said, that's it. Everybody do what you want to do. Start whole money, whatever you're doing. And the Lord told everybody fast. He said fast the babies. Fast the animals. Everybody fast. Who are repentant. If they can turn him, I know I can. I know I can turn him. Listen, I'll be persistent and consistent. That's why I'm here. Listen, he'd have been gave up on me if I wasn't consistent. Y'all, a lot of y'all, where he put you and when things happen, this is when you got your biggest fight. This is where you got to prove I ain't going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. Where I'm going? I heard people put out a lot of good stuff. Moses, he has some stuff too. I can't listen to it now, but a lot of folks put out a lot of stuff. Y'all say a lot of stuff. I be listening. Some stuff be key little phrases, sounds. Oh, that's nice. I'm going to be watching you. Just like I get up here and preach. You be watching me. I'm be watching. Don't be getting up here and saying that because I'll be listening. I'll catch your lip. I'm telling you now, I'm going to be listening. I'm going to be watching. I better not see you get scared. Give him. Y'all go behind somebody and say, boo, he jumped. I said, that's not what you said. He said, ain't no fear here. What he said? Ain't nobody said, well, that's overdrawn. But I'm looking. I'm looking for people. You make these statements. I want you to stand on them. I want to know, is that what you, this is what I honestly believe. I'm opening myself, y'all. This, I don't believe nothing else. I'm just being honest. I don't believe it. Now you can go and you can take it and you can serve in it. That is your choice. Right. I don't believe it. That's right. I don't believe it. I'm steadfast. Yes, sir. I'm consistent. I ain't moving no book. I'm going to sit here. I'm going to follow them down. I want to trace it down. Make sure I got all of it. I want it down to the simplest point. I want to make sure I got it. I want to understand the science of it. I want the height, the depth, the width. I want everything. I want to know everything in this body. That's right. 'Cause I got to get it right. Yes, sir. I got to get it right. Y'all hear me? Yes, sir. When I look and I get it, I want to make sure what they have understood it. I mean, how you make a covenant with a man and you tell me he's a barbarian? Abraham had to understand something. That's right. That's right. Now, what he understand and what he performed got this man a everlasting beret. Right. It's everlasting. Nobody went here and told you, listen, if you can call the Shamash not to come up in this time, if you can call the Yaret not to come in her season, the moon, the sun, the Shema. He said, then he'll break. He said, I'll break. I'll break it with Dawood. He didn't tell that with Abraham. He said, I'll break it. He know you can't do nothing with the Shema. These people don't know that these crackers, these people, y'all have no idea. You do know they have been working on this, don't you? Most of y'all, how many of y'all don't know? They've been working on this. I'm telling you, do y'all know they have just flown out of here. The United States and some European astronauts. They are gone to try to get over to the other side of the sun. These bastards are working on if they can stop the Shamash. That's how much they believe your book. That's why they up there. Why y'all think they keep going up there landing on the moon? Ain't but one person ever told us about the moon and the sun that they call it. He been telling you, if you can break, he said, if you can stop them, that they're not in their season, he said, then he'll break his berets he made with us. Don't you know these crackers been working on breaking us? It hadn't worked. through all our captivity, through the changes of language, through the disannulling things in the book, or changing writings and rituals from our book, we're still coming back to it. Only thing they got left now, you gotta stop that shamash. If you can stop that shamash, but the thing is, Chris, to know that people working on that tells me I got validity. Nothing the Buddhists got, nobody working on it. Nothing the Hindus got, nobody working to stop it. They're trying to stop what I got.
That's right. Yep.
They going to the moon and the sun to stop what I got.
Right.
They ain't work, because they know it ain't work. Everything on you, we've been diseased. Yep. We've gotten pestilence. Yep. We've been robbed. We've been kidnapped. We've been raped. We've been lied to. Everything has happened, and you still have. But how are we sitting here today? Hey, would y'all have imagined y'all day that you would be learning to speak Abary? You would be looking at an ancient language. People were good Christians. That was blasphemy years ago to step in a church and talk like this. Only thing that Crocker got on the table is you got to stop the Shemaiah. You got to stop it from shining. You got to take them. You got to take the Yahweh down, because we already know of the time, and the book said we know perfectly well. All way to keep me from knowing is you could stop it. Because I didn't know you could do that. You had to do something I didn't know. I know you can't do it. But just to show you the fact that they're actually working on these. Can you look at us, see if I'm lying? See if these crackers have gone up here. Look and see if it's a new story. These crackers and the European astronaut have went in together, and they gone up to the back side of the sun. These folks going, for what? The back look like the front. How you going to see the back of the ocean? The back like the front. The only reason for them to go there is because you're trying to stop something. Y'all to see. Listen, y'all ain't probably read books like New World Order, Behold the Pale Horse. Listen, one of their own broke away from them and told them that these crackers have been working on a gun in space. This gun that they're working on is supposed to have a bullet large enough that they're going to shoot the sun. And when they shoot that sun, it's going to produce another star. These people have been working on this stuff since the 70s, since the 60s. You just don't know it. White people do a whole lot more than what you know. They're like they got China now in derision with that coronavirus. That's not a Chinese disease. That's a white man infected people disease.
There it is.
That's what they always do. Yep. They're looking to shut them down. Listen, they're not fooling. Asian done took over the market. Yep. Listen, everybody a supplier from China. China supplying everything. China make ammunition. Listen, Goodyear, Yamaha, Michelin, Yokohama. Chinese got a tire now cheaper than all these people wiping them out. Tractor trailer tire, Chinese killer them. We paying $375 for a steel tire. These Chinese folk come here, $235 for a steel tire truck. Now let's think about your money, Leon. You got to buy 10 tires. Your steel tire $375, your real tire $285. You got to put 10 on a tractor trailer. I ain't give you all man $235. Are you worried about Yokohama, Michelin, or you worried about getting these Chinese tires and keeping some money in your pocket? Listen, they're wiping Firestone out. Look, you know about these Chinese tires. Am I lying? I'm telling you, listen, the Chinese are killing the market with those tires. They'll wipe. Do y'all understand? Firestone, Goodyear, Yokohama, all these tires, Nexus, all these tires were hot tires. The Chinese making tires now. They killing them. Am I lying? Man, listen, the Chinese are killing the tire market. They're killing all these markets. They're killing computers. They're killing whatever you got. They're killing them. Apple had wiped through all these places that sell China. China got their own Apple. 2 bytes in it. China killing them. Listen, Apple been trying to come after China. Who you gonna get to prosecute them? Man, these people duplicate, imitate, and these people got to put it back out here and blowing them out the market. Y'all see it? They had to get them coronavirus. Europe right behind them. Give it some time. Y'all gonna see. that America and that Europe is behind Chinese getting it because the Chinese are killing their market. The Chinese was on their way to #1 economy. The Chinese is taking over South America. Don't forget, all South American countries were dominated by Latins. That's why I have a Latino. That's why you're going to get you speaking Spanish or some forms of it, because these people went through South America and wiped through these people. China went here and China building. China building up their port. China getting 80% of everything come through the port. So if the U.S., if Europe, anybody shipping Africa, you shipping to them, I get 80%. So even if I ain't the person supplying them, you come, I make 80% on everything come through the dock. 80%. Haiti, they took over Haiti. When that earthquake hit over in Haiti, Chinese jumped straight out and started bound at the ocean front. They bought them up. They already know what the deal is. Listen, no matter what happened. You know what happened when Haiti got that earthquake? They had to ship in supplies. You got to come through a port to do that. Chinese just make sure we'll be owning this. Y'all just don't know. It was necessary from their end to infect these people to slow them down. Last year, China 2019, the car sales were at 50-something thousand. China has sold 4,000 some cars now. Coronavirus killing them. Right now in Ukraine, the people on the street protesting. Because y'all don't know this. They're not going to show you this. Listen, they're on the street cutting their food. They want them out of there. They can't go interrupt Merck's, a major steamship line, Merck's. Major. Merck's will take no steamships into China. They taking nothing over there. They done. Merck's is huge. This is a German country. Listen, nobody can avoid China. China's where the money at. People are coming out. United States and Europe has seceded. By the time China recover, they're going to be in the hole. Listen, they were going at Japan too. Japan had the #4, they had the 4th largest economy rolling. Everybody that looked like you get up too high, United States going to make sure something happens. They ain't get hit for nothing. They got hit. When them nuclear plant here start leaking in the water, they'll start taking you down. They'll pull you down. Make no mistake. These crackers right here are fierce. Y'all plant. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all about really building and getting your own. You guys really not minded to really do that. Y'all do little stuff. Get a truck, get a Sprinter, do something on a small end. You know, do something small. Go get a Walmart and bust it in the 4 parts and sell it. I'm talking about let's get the field. It's time for ownership. It's time for control. We need to control our destiny. And just know when you do, they're going to infect you with something. They're going to try to take you down. We know they playing. All we got to do is block it. Right. He said the good man in the house had known what the thief would come, he would have won. I ain't going to let these people break it up. Well, now they're going to work. They'll come in, they're going to start chaos. They'll start infecting people just like they did. Look how these people start out, these people. First of all, they are the reason why those people had the mass protests over in Hong Kong. Those people been on the same rules and ritual they've been under. The only people that would have came in and started causing it would have been the U.S. Notice what flag they start flying. A United States flag. Why United States? Why not Europe? Why not Sweden? You know how many people go to Sweden? You never see Sweden getting bombed. You never see Sweden have no shoes. Why they put up a Swedish map, a Swedish flag? Anywhere other than the United States. Because China already know the U.S. been working them. They saw they were on their way to the largest economy. They were going to be the #1 economy. The dollar finna get pushed out. They don't know that though. No, they ain't gonna give it a dollar. They give it a dollar, everybody in here dead. Made no mistake. These white people ain't like nobody you ever seen in your life. When the dollar go anywhere, everybody dead. White people ain't gonna be pushing around nobody else's money. White people gonna push the dollar. You gonna push it too. That's the Christian way. Yes, sir. All right, be no fool you want to. Man, the SARS are, listen, massive Muslim. 100% diehard Muslim. They know what they got to do when they deal with the U.S. Nigga know he got to put on a suit. Yep. Don't be no stupid. They know their representative got to wear a suit when he comes see him. All that stuff, that Muslim custom stuff, it dropped to the table when you see the U.S. Because the U.S. can break everything they got. That's right. So they can wake up one morning, ain't no oil. No. Nobody buying oil. All they doing is stockpile, bagging up oil and getting that. Then they citizens are broke. They one of the few countries they citizens get paid just for being a citizen of Saudi. That's right. Can you imagine a Saudi citizen, use a citizen, you get $90,000 a year? That's for being a citizen. That's right. Y'all do know they're getting ready to take the money back from their citizens.
That's right.
What you gonna do? You been getting $90,000 a year for all your life. That's all they've been doing. And you gotta find out they finna stop that. Once these crackers start cranking up this oil like they want to do with their fracking, them bastards finna have to go to work. They finna go to work. Once the United States cut them, they're done. Yep. The United States have used the Saudi for all they need to use for. They've been making a mass pump oil and push oil. They know we need you to suck it up. Listen, in the 70s and the 60s, they don't know we got just as much oil out of Texas. Texas was known for two things, beef and oil. Yep. That's all Texas know, beef and oil. Texas wasn't kept their plate flow. California went down for gold. Yep. They cracking on sucking all they rich. They cut the oil off here in the 80s. Yeah. They started shutting it down and started when everybody like, why they went on going with the Middle East for dependency? They want to suck them bastards out. The Middle East gonna have to come see the U.S. That's right. That's right. They got them enough oil rigging out. That's why they hit Oklahoma. They hit all these places. They starting to hit the oil rig. Listen, Trump done told him. He said, we don't need the Middle East. We got just as much oil as they got. That's right. They need to. Am I lying? These people don't have no idea. The size, everybody finna be in trouble. That's the cracker way. Y'all sit in your little lunchbox life. You don't know what's going on. You be watching these dumb TV shows. You gotta listen. I influence myself with all they news. I gotta watch everybody. I can't stay with one. I need to know what everybody doing at all time. I watch a lot of news. I need to always see what these crackers doing before it hit me. Y'all sit around, keep watching them dumb TV shows. I'll educate you. Then when you don't see me and I'm gone, I'm sitting somewhere stacked up and you sitting where you been, that cause them TV shows. Now I keep telling y'all over and over, if we're gonna have something, we're gonna have to work together. We're gonna have to build together. Y'all gotta get out the individual minds you got your separate way. Find me one person self-made on their own. Name them. Yahusha did it by himself. 12 men helping him. Malachi coming to strengthen him. Somebody else to help him carry his tooth. And you self-made by yourself. What you gonna do when he needed somebody? How does Barashit read? What does it say? How does it read? Barashit. Bara. They told you created. Then they told you, I'm gonna need a little help. I'm gonna need a little help. Yahusha said he was with him. How you gonna make it by yourself? I got a lot of these sick niggas in here. Y'all sick, just sick. How you gonna make it by yourself? Mushak, you know he used to be the only person judging us. Dumb old stupid father-in-law told him, you need some help. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The thing you're doing not good, boy. Told the man to get him some help. How y'all come up with this? You don't do it by yourself. You don't need nobody. Where did you get this from? Your whole book is compiled about people with help. When Abraham went to get loot, what did he do? He did what? Took it trade, and he had people he was confederate with. How y'all people look to do this stuff by yourself? I've been telling y'all a plan. I can prove it from the book. All right, we're gonna try to move on. I know you used to get me frustrated. I just want to see better for us. Is something wrong with that? I don't want to see better for us under them. I want to see better for us and us from under them. I'm not good with this. They rule over us. It does not work for us. We need to rule and govern ourselves. We need to be responsible for our own welfare. Hello? Yep. What's the welfare program? What it consists of? WIC? Well, welfare is a system set up that's governed by a government or entity that decides what you need. Family of 4, 5, 15 need 1 block of cheese and a pack of bologna and some generic milk and some cereal with no sugar. They need a check for like $200 a month. And they need to stay somewhere that's not really conducive for the amount of people they have. What you think when you're going to pile too many people in a small place? Fight, agitated, irritated, drugs, pregnancy. Isn't that right? That's how some girls got out. She got out from her mama's house by getting pregnant, so then she go down to the same social worker system, and they get her an apartment. Now she live downstairs from her mama, right across the yard, you know what I'm saying, over behind another building from her mama, and they just kids gonna run from there to there. Go to grandmama's house, go back to your house, run back and forth, and that's how they got independence in the project. That's what welfare does for us. Only way you get out is to get yourself more indebted. Hello? All right, well, enough of that. Listen, you ain't gonna do nothing different, are you? That's what I thought, the same old thing. So I used to keep talking about that. And then I said, beating a dead horse. All right, Malcolm, let's see what happened. Eternal Kodash Abba, in the Shem of Yahushua HaMashiach Hadu. All the Tudah to your Kodashim for your Rikam, which is your mercy, for forgiving us of our Kata, which is our sins, and our Ma'al, which is our transgressions. We ask you to barak us that we might shama, which is hear and obey, that we might come to a consistency that's pleasing in your own, which is in your sight according to your knowledge. I ask you to grant us the that we might be instilled with, that we might comprehend, that we might be filled with the Ruach HaKadosh according to your will. We ask you to barak your Debar, that they might marshal and shah over our Basar and over our Nafash. Barak the Berith that you made with Abraham, Yatsakak and Yacob, the Yahudim and Yasharal, that you would blot out the Qatar, the Ma'al of us, our Benin, which is our children, and our Abbas, which is the fathers. Ask you to barak Jerusalem, your Shemaim, your Sabut, which is your army. Ask you to barak your Ra'ah, your Mala'aki, and every Malkum, which is place. Barak those that supply with them, those that are going through, those supporters. Ask you to continue to barak Sister Candace. Ask you to continue to be a strength and a healer unto Aim Shell, as well as the many others that are going through and suffering. Those that are married, single, separated, the Benin, the yardish, the teenagers, those going astray, those taken from them, that you will restore them, that you will keep them and be their protector and their guide and their law regulator. Barak those behind prison walls, those beds of affliction, those that are bereaved, those in war-stricken countries going through the storms of Kai, edge of despair, midst of doubt. Heal, bound up, bring back, keep, protect, loose the door, set the captive free. We call upon your Shem for no other Azara. We know, no other aid. We ask you to please grant us a like law of mind. Please give us a purified law of heart, that we might have you, that we might possess the Aman, which is the belief, that we might possess the Amunah, which is what they call faith. Ask you to barak us that we might truly be the arm, which is the people that you, Yakra, calling upon in these last Yamin. As we prepare to move further in this service, search us. Try us and see if there be any Rasha Darak. Cast it from us and lead us in the Arak everlasting. Let the Debar of our Pa, which is our mouth, meditation of our law, which is our hearts, be accepted in your sight. We ask that you take full control, that you get the Tahalim, the Kabud, and the Kabad, which is the glory and the honor. In the Shem of Yahushua HaMashiach we palal. Let us all say, Amen. All right, I'm going to talk with y'all a little bit. I know they can't ask me about some of y'all getting some tassels. I did tell them no. Do y'all know why I told y'all no? Because I want y'all to start being responsible. Do y'all know what responsible is? Accountable. I have somebody that worked for me. He tore up a vehicle. And he told me that the government came in and did it. If I rolled the tapes back, I could see it. Had to be somebody broke in and did it. And I explained to him about his stupidity and his unwillingness to be responsible for his actions. Hello? People used to do things years ago, you know they were saying? The devil made me do it. Choices. Gotta be responsible. That's part of being an adult. Being accountable for what you've done. That's what Mr. Yahuwah look for. People that's accountable. Isn't that right? That's how we do it. You gotta be accountable for your actions. You make a decision, you make a fault or failure. Don't try to blame everybody else. Blame yourself. I want to talk about the white man in this system because I know what keeps us crippled, what's keeping us holding or beholden to these people. It's because of the system. But they don't stop us from completely from being able to do anything. I just want more of an ability. I want more of an opportunity for our people. I want freedom. Isn't that right? So we can really enhance our ability. What we do, we hamper on these people. We don't have our full capability being able to be displayed on these people. And that's why I want to see us from under them. That way we can see what we can really do. What we do, I got a business under what? S Corp, LLC, LLP. What do you have? Sole proprietorship? What do you have? Partnership? Whose guidelines are these? So which means I control your business shut down anytime. Anytime you don't meet any corporate standard I set that go along with those different entities that you might pick or you might choose to use, then I can come in, I can shut you down. So you don't really have a whole lot going on for yourself. Oh, we do. We so impressed. We get a bit, any business we got can be shut out. White people are the only people that it don't matter. White people come out publicly and say, do what they want, and nothing happens. Walk through raindrops and don't get wet. Yep. Like I said, nigga get wet, ain't even no rain.
That's right.
That's just being honest with you. Let's look at this. Romans chapter 15, verse 4. I want to get it right. Been around too long not to. This is Romans chapter 15, verse 4. Listen to the book.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the Scriptures, might have hope.
You hear that? Whatsoever things are written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience, comfort of the Scriptures, might have hope. This is Habakkuk. They'll call it Habakkuk. The proper name is Habakkuk. Only reason why these names sound funny and hilarious to us because we done bought Jesse, William, John, Henry, Frank, and these are names that are more common to us. That show you how dangerous these people are. Anytime you hear any other name or any other, ethnic group, they're always hilarious or funny. Simply because, it's not European dialect. That's what we got to break. That's one thing that hurt us, that stigma. I walk out and say, what's your name? Habakkuk. Nigga, what kind of stupid name is that? What kind of stupid name is Tony?
That's right.
What kind of retarded name is Larry? Those are names that don't have any substance, but we're accustomed to hearing them where we never question them. Most people in English, how many of y'all have English names you don't know what they mean? Only two people. You think I believe all these people know what their name is? You tell me ain't but two people that don't know what their name is. You tell me all y'all know what y'all name is. I'm finna start questioning you.
That's right. That's right.
I'm finna question each other. Y'all don't put that on me? What does Riley mean? Deer rose medal? Okay. Like a baby deer's medal? Okay. Well, at least he know. Say what your name is. Oh, good. Janae, what's your name mean? Who? Janae? They see her coming. Then what they did coming from here. Everybody, they let her, they said, Janae, they let her, they said she couldn't drive. They said, y'all gracious, just sit home. And she thought it was her name. They were saying, because, you could have killed somebody. Some people, Rod, you know what your name is? What does it mean? Who? Famous power, famous ruler. Ooh, tight. Danny, what's your name, man? Don't you be thinking, Danny, your hand went up. Danny, you thinking? Like, dang. No, he not gonna get away with that. He not getting away with that. His name is Danny. He said Danny. Well, you know what? So Danny all, so Danny. No, it wouldn't be all. You don't have the all in there unless it be the shorter. It'd be like, it could be probably the judges. Plural, because the yard can be used to plural. Like you have been for son. So you do the Y, the yard, then it's sons. So the Y can be plural, Benni. So the Y, the TH, the teat, the toot, the mem at the end of those that we used to be for plural. Yamim, plural, from yum, they, yamim, plural. So sometimes we got these different ones we can use for plural. I'm just trying to get on this, the man just made this stuff up. He heard Danny. That's all of it. So you know people put, what does Albert mean? No. Did you have your hand up? You didn't raise your hand, Albert. I'm gonna put your name in that book. I'm not doing that. You can't. That man, you don't know forethought, man. Nobody gonna question me. I'll give you some check. These folks thinking nobody gonna answer what their name mean. You getting checked.
That's right.
Rashida, what's your name mean? Oh, right, Lou? I feel you got a name like that, Rashida, like Najia. What's your name mean? Successful. I'm gonna borrow some money from you. Then what's your name mean? Who? God of righteousness? Guide to righteousness. All right, we working. Tell me what your name mean. Hold on, so someone said, what it mean? Jahid says, what you say, Jahid? They said a fight come with that. That man say your name mean love to eat. Tell that might be part of it. He might have gone out with another man. Now, what's it mean?
In Aramaic,
What's that?
female gazelle.
Female gazelle. I seen you winning one time at the track out there. She was out there grind. I was like, tell her to run. She get low to the ground. Tell her run. Tell her going down there. She was gossiping. That's a bunch of them. Chanel, what your name mean? I believe that channel. Yeah, channel. No, what channel?
A channel or a narrow canal.
Narrow canal. Cause you can narrowly dance. I can see that too. Jesse, what your name mean? He said name mean Mexico is great. I'm just curious, do people know? Because typically you gotta remember when they look at basically, I think for us, we would look at a child and kind of would decide based upon maybe the pregnancy, how things happen, or events that arose up into the happening, and names were more or less chosen. Just like when Musha, when he got his name, he was already born.
That's right.
So when she delivered him from the water, that's when she called him Musha. Because she looked like he had been rescued. That's
right.
what his name was, rescued. Because she took him from the people. That's what we look at with Yahusha. When he asked him to deliver his soul from his darling soul, he was telling him the Musha. That's why he tried to tell y'all. Look at 539. Before I get that, give me that kabaku. So a lot of time with us, like we'll get things, we'll hear names, people will get them and take them. But with more tradition, like with African type countries, they'll keep instilling the purpose of the name. If it was the name of a grandfather or an aunt or an uncle, and they have done great feat, they will keep trying to hold them. Like if you went to South Africa and you name your son Mandela, you're not looking for him to be no janitor.
That's right.
You're going to tell them about what Nelson Mandela did.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Or did you use the first name Nelson? They're going to more or less going to say, well, who they know. Nelson was a president, somebody that was a warrior, fighter, that, you know, persevered through prison, then became a president of South Africa, is considered to be the father of South Africa. So certain names that you took or you wore, people look for you to have a certain type of accreditation to back up the name. With us, we just got names. Like, I heard a lot of y'all call y'all names out, but a lot of y'all ain't gonna live up to these names. You know what I'm saying? Nice, they are. Yeah. But I'm being in an African country, they'll beat you.
Yeah.
They will beat you and grab you. They see you doing something. Your father's name, do you know how you do today? And you will be like, goodness, you try to make, because it's that important. You don't name a child, you know, Eucanon, you know, and you snorting cocaine. Hey, Ook. No. You done. You know, we can laugh at it. It was imperative that you met the criteria of the name. The shim was important.
That's right.
The book told us that a tube shim was more important than riches or gold. It was more important. And look at it for us. Y'all don't believe that?
Yes, sir.
What's
yes,
that
sir.
hold you got, Paul? Come on, get there first. Say that, Marshall Lee. Say that 26-1, I think. Marshall Lee, they call it proverb. Come on, give me this copper cool. Tell me what he gonna do.
I will stand up on my watch.
See that? I will stand upon my watch.
And set me upon the tower.
And he set me upon the tower.
And will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
I'm gonna tell the devil make me do what now? What is he gonna do?
And will watch to see what he will say unto me,
and
what I shall answer when I am reproved.
I gotta have an answer. He left me to stand and be accountable for my actions, for my stewardship. And that's why I try to get you guys to do. If you are responsible for your salvation, the plan has already been set in order. Everything has already been set. But it's up to you to make sure you fulfill the criteria in order for you to obtain it. It's not something that's just going to be handed over and given to you. There are certain criteria that's got to be met. So that's why we come in here to make sure that we demonstrate what feats, what action did this man have us to do in order to obtain salvation. That's why we're here. That's up to each and every person here to do that. Nobody can make you do this. And the day of Ukar Shabur, when Cuff stood up, you know what he told the people to do? Save yourselves. Save yourself from that backward generation. These people have gone away backward. The book told they had gone away. It was amazing that he said they were backward. That's what told him Yeshayahu. He said that they had gone away backward. Then Cuff stood up and told them to save themselves from this untoward generation. They're going right at this to the dot saying, Yeshayahu told us that they'd gone away backwards. A lot of y'all, the truth be told, the way you came in, you changed. You diminished. The fire you had, the willingness you had to do. I remember when Gina came out, she was ready to stay in the car. She rode down the bus with you. She said, didn't he have nowhere to stay? She said, okay, I stay in the homeless shelter. I want to get out now. I just use people. A lot of people come, oh, I'll stay, I'll do it. They get out here and get comfortable, get comfortable and get among people and find friendship and relationship more important than what would make me be comfortable if I stayed out in the street or homeless shelter? What was a motivation to have me to say that? Or we come somewhere ain't never been, and my mind was set to go straight to a shelter. So I could be, how did you lose that? What made you lose that unction? A lot of y'all came and you were more willing to sacrifice, more willing to do, and you just got comfortable. You got comfortable. It don't matter no more. You see 1 or 2, 5 or 6 people change up, people swap up. That ain't got nothing to do with you. What brought you? Man, I remember when I first came to True Dirt, God and crackers. That's our crumbling cracker. I remember the man to say, don't get tired of no weak folk. Don't get locked up with no mumbling grumblers. I used to hear it, and I watch all them people. Just trying to imagine who them people out in the world. Why would somebody be mumbling, grumbling in here? He said, don't get caught up with no weak folk. I always say that stuff. Got to look out for weak folk, mumblers and grumblers. I was trying to think. I'm thinking, man, you got to watch these people out there. You get around some of them people, you get there, how you walk around them for a time. And you say yourself, I'm going to tell you about me. You got to know when the man talking and when God talking. I run my house. That'd be the last time I come over and sing. Folks be trying to figure, what happened to you? I don't already saw you, and I figured you out then. Sit around, watch their wife or something, do something you be trying to figure out. That my wife. They already know you in a car. They can see look in your face, you trying to figure out. You be like, I know that's different than what we do. And they put that together and try to tell you about, I run my house. My wife's subject to me. That'd be the last time I visit. They'll tell you, they'll tell you about it. I cut my visit and all. I'll be like, I'm done. I've seen enough with you. You do you, and they'll know that we done. I speak to it, we still good. I just stay away from you. I said, I see where you at. Won't get me out there like that. When I get to that, it's time to go.
Yeah.
Nobody tell me what to do. I run my own. It's time, because it's some more come with that. That ain't all you doing. Had a chairman dick, he was like that, popped up. Preacher had one of the other me and another reader used to be. We started together. We were real close with him. He'd have us do stuff. Send him over to man how to go get something. Bastard had a Christmas wreath on his front door. Can you imagine you in a chairman Deacon Boy house and a Christmas wreath on his front door? Him and his wife go there and you the chairman. You thinking, that's a Christmas wreath on the front door. We try to figure, did somebody die? It got to be an explanation. Maybe no, it's Christmas. And these folk come to church and don't go along with Christmas. Then you start learning. A lot of people put on faces and stuff. They ain't what they believe on. I'm telling you, it don't be long. He dead now. I got him before he got dead. I got him straight before he died. Everybody got to get straight before they leave him.
Yeah, right.
I got that wife too. Yeah, I got her too. She probably dead. She ain't fall. I got her too. I got a lot of them before they died. Then they got to meet Miss Yahuwah. That 2 times. They were out the way. They was just too far out there. Sometimes you got to reel people in to reality. I'm just telling you the truth. Y'all people can play around hypocrite you want to. It's going to come back up. It's going to show. It's going to show yourself and it's going to heal you. Listen, if it's something you don't want to do, just don't do it. Don't even be here. Don't even play with it. Just don't do it. Rather than play, listen. I didn't commit myself to stuff when I first started going back to church. I ain't talking about that. I was at, when I first went to True Dirt when I was back. Because I knew what I was doing. I ain't want to commit myself. I ain't want to do it. I know what I was doing. I wasn't ready. I don't want to commit it. I mean, you got to make up your mind now. It's late. We got too much information. You can't afford not to be ready. With all the information we got, how you going to escape the damnation? You ain't just come on. You can't go in and put yourself against no Christian. You too far ahead of them. You have a lot of time I talk, that information, I see what information will trip you up. Because y'all got a lot more excited, a lot more enthusiastic when you had less information. That's scary. The information you have now, you ought to be better livers. Better committed. I mean, you getting information. No more that fool, somebody just throwing something out there and you sometimes just pray about it. And you know your prayer answer no quick. When you prayed and got an answer from the book? Just stop lying. It don't happen like that. You got to do like the man said. What the man said is written not they all should be taught of him. Then why am I praying? If I'm gonna know, I need to go and be taught. Yeshayahu 2:1. Let's see what this says. Let's see if you're gonna pray your way and do it how he said it. Let's see what happens. Yeshayahu. They call it Isaiah. Listen to the book.
The debar that Yeshayahu, the being of Amos, saw concerning Yehuda in Jerusalem.
What did he say?
And it shall come to pass.
Tell him what?
In the last Yamin.
What's going to happen?
That the heart of Yahuwah's house.
That the mountain of Yahuwah's house.
Shall be established.
Where?
In the top of the heart.
And what's going to happen?
And shall be exalted above the hills.
And what's going to happen?
And all nations shall flow unto it.
See what's going to happen? What flow? Ma'im. That's what happened. Ma'im. That's what flows. That's how I know he was Mushah. Because he delivered him from the Ma'im. He was rescued. Hello? He was rescued. He told him that Yahuwah wasn't going to leave his Nefesh in Sheol. He rescued him. The book said, though he were a being, yet learned he the things he has suffered. Hold you got. Abary 5. 5 and 6. Abary. Let's see something. That's right. That's the family name. Miss McCall. Look at something. 5 and 6. Let's see what happened. He ain't gonna believe him. I say it with Musha. Let's see what happened. Listen to the book.
As he saith also in another Malkum, thou art a Kahan forever after the order of Malak Sadiq, who in the Yamim of his Basar, when he had offered up palau and supplications with strong sayak and tears unto him that was able to save him from moot.
That's all I need. At the book of U'ala Shamut, 2 and 1. They call it Exodus. What did he do now in the days of what?
Who in the days of his Basar,
Did what?
when he had offered up palau and supplications
And what else?
with strong sayak and
That's
tears
crying and tears. What happened?
unto him
That was what?
able to save him from moot.
That's tight. U'ala Shamut 2 at verse 1. I say Musha. Listen to the book.
And there went a Ish of the house of Louis, and took an Ashah, a Both of Louis. And the Ashah conceived and bare a Ben. And when she saw him that he was a two Yalid, she hid him 3 Yarik.
Listen.
And when she could not longer hide him,
What happened?
she took him for him. She took for him a taba and bulrushes, and daubed it with slime and with pitch,
What
and put the Yalit therein.
What happened?
And she laid it in the flags of the Nahar brink, and his Akuth stood afar off, to wit what would be done to him. And the Both of Pharaoh came down to wash herself at the Nahar,
What happened?
and her maidens walked along by the Nahar side.
Yeah.
And when she saw the Taba among the flags,
I can imagine.
she sent her maid to fetch it.
What happened?
And when she had opened it,
What happened?
she saw the Yalid.
What
and
about it?
behold, the babe wept.
You said what?
And behold, the babe wept.
And what'd she do?
And she had compassion on him and said, this is one of the Abary Banim.
I wonder, did he cry because she had authority to save him? If that was Pharaoh's daughter, then she had authority, she could save him. When she saw him sob, he was crying out to her because he knew she could rescue him. See, all this was a shadow of him.
That's right.
Think about it. Tell him what she did again.
And she had compassion on him.
Back me up, son.
And
What?
when she had opened it,
When she opened it,
she saw the Yalid.
she saw the Yalid.
And behold,
What happened?
the babe wept.
That boy knows something, didn't he? Why he wasn't crying before she got it? He didn't cry that he seen her. And what did she do?
And she had compassion on him
And what did she do?
and said, this is one of the Abary Banim.
What happened?
Then said his Akuth to Pharaoh's Both,
What did she say?
shall I go and call to thee a nurse of the Abary,
What
Nashim,
Uh-huh.
that she may nurse the Yalid for thee?
Yeah.
And Pharaoh's Both said unto her, go, and the maid went and called the Yalid's aim. And Pharaoh's Both said unto her,
What?
take this Yalid away and nurse it for me, and I will give thee wages.
What happened?
And the Ashah took the Yalid and nursed it. And the Yalid grew, and she brought him into Pharaoh's Both,
And what happened?
and he became her being.
That's what we look at with Yahushua. He only gave him to her for a while. After that, we had to give him back to him. It was his son. That's what we did. She only gave it to her for a period of time. Yahushua tried to tell her he wasn't going to be with her for long. After that, he had to go back so he could be his son. Hello? But you see, when we listen to this story in the fifth, let's hear it again, the 5th chapter of the book of Abary, 5 and 7, 5 and 8. Let's see, 5 and 7, Abary, they call Hebrew. Let's see if it makes sense. They don't know I can pick this up on the read, do they? That thing like how you said Uncle Ted had, how he would say they had that thing on the string. Remember that? Hey, when you were talking about that Uncle Ted? He got to pay for that though. Hemp won't save it. Hemp won't save a hump when Uncle Ted gets started. Start at the knees, elbow, straight to the head. Listen to the book.
Who in the Yamim of his Basar,
See that? In the days of his flesh.
when he had offered up Palau
See that? When he offered up palau.
and supplications
See that? And supplication.
with strong sire,
What you think the baby time? Cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. Like it was on, like it had some cocoa pepper puffs or something. That baby was crying and screaming. Think about it, that baby was away from his mother. How you think that baby was screaming? How that baby was crying out when she opened? That's how you think he was. He was away from the Abba.
That's right.
What kind of cry you think? That's why he told you it was strong. You heard the baby just screaming loud because that baby trying to get back to his mother. He was crying out because he was trying to get back. That's what Yahuwah is trying to get from us. Let's see what it holds you guys. See if that's the third chapter of the same book, U ala Shemut. You can finish that up though. U ala Shemut chapter 3, 3 and 5. They call it Exodus. U ala Shemut. Listen to the book.
And he said, draw not nigh hither, put off thy shoes from off thy feet.
Why?
For the Malchum whereon thou standest is Kodash Adumah.
So tell them what happened.
Moreover, he said, I am the Elohim of thy Abba, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Yasakah, and the Elohim of Yaakov. And Mushah hid his pani, for he was afraid to look upon Elohim.
What happened?
And Yahuwah said, I have surely seen the affliction of my arm,
And what happened?
which are in Mizraim,
And what happened?
and have heard their sayak by
What?
reason of their taskmasters.
And what you doing?
For I know their sorrows,
Yeah.
and I am come down to deliver them out of the hand of Mizraim.
You didn't catch that, did it? Listen to what she said again at 2 and 8 of the book of U ala Shemut. U ala Shemut. U ala Shemut. Exodus 2 and verse 3. Listen.
And when she could not longer hide him, she took him for an taba of bulrushes, and daubed it with slime and with pitch, and put the yalet therein, and she laid it in the flags of the Nahar's brink. And his akuth stood afar off, to wit, what would be done to him. And the bath of Pharaoh came down to wash herself at the Nahar, and her maidens walked along by the Nahar side. And when she saw the taba among the flags, she sent her maid to fetch it. And when she had opened it, she saw the yalid, and behold, the babe wept.
See
And
that? See what happened? When she saw it, the babe wept. He sobbed with strong crying. Listen.
And she had compassion on him,
See
and
that?
said,
What did she say?
this is one of the Abary Banim.
Which means she knew that this baby was supposed to die. That's why she said she knew what it was. That's how we knew she had compassion on it. That's what Yahuwah was doing. See, the only way we understood what Yahuwah did when he said, heard our sound, he came down to deliver her, he knew we were supposed to die.
That's right.
He knew, just like she did. She looked on his affliction. Look where he was in. The boy in bull rush, he been set out among the Ma'im. He was sent out to die. So she looked and she realized, I have the authority to save this child or kill it. I choose to save it. I choose to save it. Hello? Y'all all right? So when he told us about that, we saw Yahuwah in a feminine state. The fact that he sat down and he had that type of compassion on us. Look at the 49th chapter book of Yeshayahu. Yeshayahu 49 and 14. They call it Isaiah. Yasha. Yahu. 49 and 14. Because I made a statement out my mouth, and I'm going to get it straight now. I'll come back in there and try to say I don't know what I'm talking about. 49:14, book of Yeshayahu. Listen to the book.
But Saul said,
What did Saul say?
Yahuwah hath forsaken me,
See that? And what happened?
and my Adon hath forgotten me.
See, yeah, you ain't gonna believe it. Why you think Mushah was crying? How he was forsaken. Hello? Oh, what you got? 27. Book of Matthew 27. 27:37. Matthew. That's what Zion said. Listen to the book, 27:37.
And set up over his head his accusation written, This is Yahushua the Malak of the Chaldean.
Yeah.
Then were there 2 thieves crucified with him,
Tell them what happened.
one on the right hand and another on the left.
Listen.
And they that passed by reviled him, wagging their heads,
See that?
and saying,
What did they say?
Thou that destroyest the Mashakan, and buildest it in 3 yamim,
Do what?
save thyself.
Listen.
If thou be the Ben of Elohim, come down from the Toot. Likewise also the Rosh Kohanim mocking him with the scribes, and Zakan said, He saved others.
Who else?
Himself he cannot save.
That's tight. Listen what happened.
If he be the Malak of Yasharal,
Do what?
let him now come down from the Toot.
And
We will among him.
listen what
He
happened.
trusted in Elohim.
Do what?
Let him deliver him now.
Yeah.
He will have him.
What did he say?
For he said, I am the Ben of Elohim.
Listen.
The thieves also, which were crucified with him, cast the same in his teeth.
Hurling insults. Throwing stones. Listen.
Now from the 6th hour there was Kashak over all the land
How long?
unto the 9th hour.
I'll teach y'all about that too. Listen what happened.
And about the 9th hour, Yahushua Sayak,
Y'all remember I told y'all I'm going to teach y'all about that. I know you don't know it. I ain't even worried about it. I already know you don't know it. Go home and study and pray over it. See if the Lord Jesus Christ give you anything. You get through praying the Lord Jesus Christ, you come and see me, Mr. Ure. We'll teach you about that too. Listen.
Yahushua Sayak with a loud voice,
See
saying, Ali, Ali,
What did he
lama
say?
sabachthani.
What is that?
That is to say,
What you say?
my Elohim,
Who?
my Elohim,
Why?
why hast thou forsaken me?
Who will say something like that? Saul said it. That's what it was. Saul is a mountain. So y'all didn't know that Saul was a mountain? Yeshayahu just told you that. It was going to come to pass in the last Yamim that the mountain of Yahuwah's Beth was going to be established. That's why they put him on Calvary. Because he was Saul. Saul is the seed of Dawood.
That's right.
He was Saul. What sense are they going to make? So exactly, when was you looking for these 2 mountains to come together? He was Saul. Saul is a mountain. So all he had to do was put him on top of Calvary, the place of a skull. That will put a mountain on a mountain. And he was the Beth of Elohim. The reason those people had come now, because they were trying to be taught. He told you many people going to come and say. He even told they were going to flow. That's how I knew he was Mushah. Because then the book of Abary just clearly told you. And when he offered up stone crying and tears unto him that was able to do what? From what? Mushah was worried about dying. Because there was a Torah, a law, that the Abary boys, male, should be killed. He cried out, just so happened, to a person that had authority to save him. Just like Yahushua did. That's how I understood it. Did she kill him? Did she give him over to be killed? Which means she had the power to deliver him from death. So who was Yahushua crying out to? To who was able to take him from the waters and save him. The book tells you that the people were Ma'im. The people gave the decree that he should die, just like Pharaoh did. That the male child should die. How did y'all understand this? And we understood that now listen, when it came to them, they would have only understood because of Musha's story. He was delivered by somebody that had authority. So when Yahuwah came down to get them, they knew it was going to take somebody they had to cry to with authority that could deliver, that could vindicate them. Hello? So let's go with your state, your estate. You're not saved. Why? To who? Somebody with the ability, with the authority to change your destiny. That boy was destined to be killed. That's why mother put him out there. He got too big to hide him. She had to get rid of him. She held on to him as long as she could. He had to go. Now what are you going to do? If you're not saved, just based upon what you just heard, what can you do?
Cry out.
To who?
You're not saved anymore.
Can he be a little small?
Great.
He told you I heard it. He told y'all what's significant. They heard. He heard. She heard. That's the difference. You're doing things in silence to yourself and for yourself versus looking at you can't be ashamed to cry to somebody that can deliver you.
That's right.
49th chapter 14 verse of the book of Yeshayahu. Let's see what it says. That's why I told them Saun, but they wouldn't pay attention. Saun is a mountain. That's a mountainous region, hill, the city. So if I told you your name was Saun and I set you on top of Calvary, a place of a skull, don't you know if you my best, that don't you know I just fulfilled this book, that it was going to come to pass in the last year, that the mountain, the Zaun, the house, the bell were going to be sitting at the top of the mountain? And they were going to be exalted because he on a two. So not only is the skull high, but I also put you up on a tree.
That's right.
Which he can put you a height and going to put you up above the others.
That's right.
And guess what happened? Everybody was there. And you know they were there because of the 19th, pick up the 19th chapter book of Yehukanah. Y'all met around and got cut down. Man, you know, I'm going to call him Yak Yak. That ain't the man's name. The man don't like to be called Yak Yak. 19 and 19. The book of Yehukanah. Listen to the book. They call it St. John. It's a lot of John. St. John, they call it. Listen.
And Pilate wrote a title and put it on the tomb. And the writing was, Yahushua of Nazareth, the Malach of the Yahudim.
This did what?
This title then read many of the Yahudim.
Listen well.
For the Malchum, where Yahushua was crucified, was nigh to the city.
That's tight. So it had to be up high. He said the place he was sent at, the place where he was crucified, it was close to the city. And what was it written in?
And it was written in Abary.
What else?
And Greek. And Latin.
It's actually believed that it had 70 different writings on it. You had different nationalities there. They only told you three. They only gave you language of the three dominant people. The Greeks were in power before the Romans, and then you got the people that were Abary. But it's actually was supposed to believe that it was written about 70 different names. That's their belief. Are we to believe there's only three nationalities there? They gave you the three dominant, the three prominent. Most people now, they go to church, what they're trying to study? Latin, Hebrew, and Greek.
Yep, that's it.
That's why they keep people trapped. All these people didn't speak just those languages. Yeah, people spoke Aramaic. It's just as popular as well. Look at where you at. Why wouldn't it be written in Aramaic up there? Wouldn't make sense Aramaic would be there. You're in the Eastern region, you're in Asa, and we wouldn't use Aramaic, it wouldn't be written up there. We'll just go with Latin, Greek, and Hebrew as they call it. Wouldn't make sense. Wouldn't make sense. The Chaldeans, they took us and we went in Babylon, they didn't speak Greek, they didn't speak Latin. We got our discipline changed our right when we were with them. So you telling me Aramaic wouldn't have been on that too? People don't want to be practical. It just makes sense when you read to let these people actually control your mind and make you think there was only 3 names written up there. And they still came up with Jesus Christ. And they said with 3, you got an English one. When your name was up there.
That's right.
They not that smart. How smart can you actually be? You read a book that told you written in Hebrew, Latin, and Greek. And you sit here, Jesus Christ is English.
That's right.
So where did you get it from?
That's right.
Simple things that throw us. They only gave you that because the dominant research or study people do when they read is Hebrew, Latin, and Greek. Basically, you ain't gonna look up nothing but Hebrew and Greek. And they're gonna tie you up in that because some stuff you're gonna be Greek is actually gonna be Latin.
Yep.
They mess us up all the time. We're not that smart of people. The man went on the Greek rule. They had us thinking the man was on the Greek rule when he took captive. He was on the Roman rule.
That's right.
Just like you are today. He went into a royal court. He went into a Roman's courthouse. Latin, they're disciplined. The same thing you go to court today. Latin is up on the top of that man's stand. You're in the same stuff. And we wouldn't even go in that courtroom. We'd be defiled. They had to come out and tell us the verdict. You know, years ago when they had black people doing shit, black people couldn't go in the courthouse. We'd be on the outside.
That's right. That's right.
They had to come out and tell us the verdict.
That's right.
We wouldn't even go in. Especially when they came out when our Muhammad left the book said we'd be defiled. What they tell you about that place? What would go in that place if we went in there and our Muhammad would come up, we would be defiled. All we're doing looking at them people and making their rules. You go here and these people cook meats and take meats and put meats in different places. Let me tell you something. It's so dangerous among these people. Even when they come down our eating, that these people take meats, that these people make sacrifice and put it right back in the markets that you eat in today. You have no idea that a lot of these markets you walking in and picking food up, these animals have already been used in rituals and sacrifices, you eating them. The book you told don't eat them for conscience sake. How much got to be going on that the man just had to tell her it's just better, you don't even know it. The going to my thing, I can't answer. Let me ask something about that meat. Man, I ain't asking them to get the meat and keep moving. They had to tell you to keep moving. Because the truth actually get out. They got to tell you, you think these people gotten better? They're worse. When Shaul made the statement in the 10th chapter of 1 Corinthians about whatsoever sold in the shambles to eat it, if you go back, there's history research to say that they were actually taking meat because the Greek market was right near the Roman market, that they will make sacrifices with the animal and bring the meat and put it back into the market, and the people were buying to eat it. So it became questionable among the people, our people, that it wasn't good to eat stuff that come out their market. Because we didn't know where they got it from, whether it was something they killed fresh and they had in the market, or was it something they had put in sacrifice. The man told had no question for conscience sake. They're tight. We don't know. We just pop stuff over these people. These people do a lot of stuff. You know what happened? Why we don't want to talk about why we come when we read stuff like that? For the fact that we just look around and nobody want to be accountable. Nobody want to do nothing different. Because if you get told this stuff you got to do and it's really questionable, then you're going to have to do what? You got to get your own meat supply, which means that put the responsibility on you. That you got to grow, house, feed, butcher, slaughter, wrap, preserve, keep, and cook your own food instead of letting everybody have. And nobody wants to be responsible. White people don't care who cook for them. White people eat raw monkey nuts. White people don't care. I mean, white people eat anything. Man, what monkey nut? They ain't bounce their head, then land him out. White people don't care. They don't. Raw, they don't care. Eat it live, they don't care. We don't eat like that. We don't eat no stuff like that. We'll eat live vegetables. We don't eat no animal live. We don't do no foods like that. And who's gonna get everybody there to be dead? You cook it, we'll try it, but you don't eat it like that, just laying on that table like that. Man, sit on their leg crossed on the Indian squat. I'm not finna eat you. You wash and clean up and cook and saute or something, I might try a little bit. Why people, I'm just being honest. Listen, what the coronavirus, what do they keep telling people to do for protection? One lady said she wash her hand every day now. Every day? All through the day. Okay. Do y'all, listen, stuff we take, let me tell you, the only reason we do it, older black parent, slap the piss out you, knock you out for going to the refrigerator now, washing your hands, sitting down that table and wash your hands. That's how we wound up getting. They were big on that stuff. Boy, I know you ain't saying you ain't washing your hands, you be looking still like, huh? Y'all know you ain't come. They stayed on us with it. We broke it down, but as you got older, you start seeing the benefit. Wash your hands. Oh, man, just pop down, start eating. Get that bread. The stuff they do, we didn't do that stuff. Except we wash, we eat none. I saw a person eat with their work. I told her, I said, you filthy just like them. I said, man, we don't do that stuff. I said, I showed that book. Except we wash. He said, that's it now. I said, you filthy just like them people. I said, man, we don't do no stuff. That's why you sick. So man, eat motor on hands, eat something. I said, son, what are you doing? Antifreeze, you can't be eating. That's it. Nigga, Stacy, eating my arm. It won't work. Nigga, that's all that nasty junk you be eating. Digging in no arm, man. That's a hair. Nigga, cut that hair. They got an hair for it. Then he'll just be talking. He just be in there. I tell you filthy. You filthy. Don't touch nothing in here. I tell you nasty. Never seen no nigga just talk to you with their hand in there. You know you supposed to like play that thing like you know do that thing, just play it all like that. You know, that nigga just be and that you be like, no, you too comfortable. You way too comfortable. You a nigga. You ain't supposed to do that. We sneaking digging our nose wherever somewhere. You man a rat like you look. You like move show look this way that way. Why you ain't do that thing? Follow somebody. Then you gotta go through a red light. Oh man, then you get hit because you can't let go folks remember your face. The folks see you, man. I remember you. You was at the red light. You don't know. You got your burger there. You gotta go. You can't be seen, man. Once you dig in your nose and people catch you, I'm like a heinous crime. What's wrong with these people? Too comfortable. Come on, what I got you holding? Y'all out of chain. You can 19. I was only using that trying to show y'all the fact that when he wrote, so if you have this amount of names on here, have written in these different languages, then you know a lot of people have to be there because he told you all nationalities are going to flow there. So if all these nationalities are going to flow there, then they were going to need to understand.
That's right.
Acts Apostle 2 and 4. I'm sorry I must say that, mate. Acts 2 and 4. Make it 2 and 1 first. Listen. Then I jump down to verse 6. Listen.
And when the Yom of Ukag Shabua was fully come,
What were they?
they were all with one accord in one Malkum,
And in one place. What happened?
and suddenly there came a sound from Shamayim
And
of a rushing mighty wind,
what did it feel?
all the Beth where they were sitting.
What appeared unto them?
And there appeared unto them cloven tongues like as of fire
Where did it sit?
upon each of them.
And what happened?
And they were all filled with the Ruach HaKodesh,
And began to do what?
speak with other tongues
Everybody in that house began to speak. Everybody that was in that house began to speak in a language. Everybody in that house was filled with one ruach and began to speak in another language. Listen,
as the Ruach gave them utterance.
understanding of the ability. Listen,
And there were dwelling at Jerusalem
who?
Yahudim,
Who were that? Who were that?
Yahudim,
You said Cretes and Arabian?
Yahudim,
That's who were down. Tell them well.
devout, unashamed,
From where?
out of every nation under Shamayim.
And they were written in Hebrew, Latin, and Greek. Hebrew, Latin, and Greek. Yahudim, who here, Kira? Pay attention. Yahudim are here from every nation. Where?
Under Shamayim.
And tell them what happened.
Now, when this was noised abroad,
When it got out. Listen.
the multitude came together,
And was what?
confounded,
Confused. Tell them why, son.
because that every Ish heard them speak in his own language.
What's the benefit of coming being taught and he's there and he done set his belt up in the top of a mountain and I don't even understand what he's saying? Tell me the benefit of that. Absolutely none. So it only made sense when they put the two there that you would have had to put the name in other languages because we were there. Don't forget, this was a muhadi.
That's right. That's right.
They just told you when Ukar Shabur came, everybody came from out from their nationality, came from their
right.
nation.
That's right.
Everybody came from their region, and every one of them was Yahudim.
That's right.
Let's see what they were speaking. Listen.
And they were all amazed and marveled, saying one to another,
They all saying one to another, are not what?
Behold, are not all these which speak Galileans?
And how?
Hear we every Ish in our own tongue wherein we were born.
Wherein we was what?
Born.
Like what?
Parthians and Medes,
Let's stop. How important is this? How important is this? That they're actually hearing this in the language of the Parthians.
Right.
In the language of the Medes. The Medes were people we were under captivity with, which means we came out of captivity,
Right.
some of our people stayed.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
We married wives.
That's right.
We begot children. Now we put away the wife and the children. Did that change that the children were Yahudim? So what would have been their native language there? But what was their fathers?
Abary.
Wow. Wow. And don't forget, it's written in Greek, Hebrew, and Latin. Is this the language of the Medes? That's all it needs a teacher. Man, these people not smart than me. It's impossible. You have to be smart, Mr. Yahuwah.
That's right.
Explain the book to me then. You only got 3 writings on the 2 for everybody in the world. These folk come here, why you just can't speak Hebrew, Latin, and Greek? Why these people sit here and tell you they're hearing this in their language? Why? Hold you got. Sit at Nakum Yah 13. 13:11. That's what I do. Sit at 13:11. Nakum Yah, they call it Nehemiah. 13:11. Listen to the book.
Then contended I with the Sharim and said,
Then he said he started fighting. He started contending, arguing with the Sharim, with the rulers. What happened?
Why is the house of Elohim forsaken? And I gathered them together and set them in their Malkum. Then brought all Yehuda the tithe of the corn and new wine and the oil unto the treasury.
So everybody like, they love that corn. You know, they're talking about wheat.
That's right.
They're talking about wheat. They just got to give you that. All this corn. This is how you justify Orban Redenbacher. That is. This is how white folks justify Orban Redenbacher look like he's in the book. What the people keep telling me all this corn? Let me tell you something, what people don't know. Corn is one of the most least nutritious foods you're going to ever get.
That's right.
These folks don't know no better.
That's right.
Most of them don't know no better. Corn one of the most, listen, corn has no health benefit. You don't even know, you can't digest corn.
You can't.
You got to make it into a chip or something. It has no nutritional value. Let me tell you something. You get corn, you don't even supposed to feed a cow corn.
That's right.
You know why they give them corn? Corn the cheapest garbage you're going to give an animal. Cows don't eat corn. Cows eat grass. How you going to chew the cud on corn? You got to chew the kernel. That man had you sitting around here thinking these folks eating popcorn. Man, hold on, a whole house full of popcorn. It's just, corn just not a nutritional, it's really not. It be used for a lot of men. I like some chips too now. I ain't gonna lie, with the sauce is the only thing you getting. The chip just stick in your belly up. Listen, go feed an animal corn. That animal had absolutely no nutrition. Why y'all don't even know why these cows not beneficial to you today. Cows don't eat corn. Cows eat grass. They feed cows corn because it's cheaper than giving them grass. It's cheaper than getting them straw. Something they can benefit from and structure comfort and right, and you can eat from and you get a benefit. That's why these cows, their beef not good anymore. That is. It's not, a cow not designed to eat corn. How many of y'all didn't know that? No, you didn't know everything. What's the line on down there, Lee? Well, they run all the way back to the camera. How y'all know so much? How you know so much to bark? These people know everything. They know everything. But see, we growing up, we didn't know no better. We saw them feed the animal, we just assumed that was form and that was wrong. They give you a whole book about corn. What do you think the purpose of somebody getting you off like this? Or what's the purpose of these people telling you this? They told you the man only had 3 names on the tube. You got all the Yahudim now. You tell me that's the only language they speak. Hebrew, Latin, and Greek. Let's see. Listen to the book. I ain't got no more book, Leon. We gonna fight book. Let's see. Listen to the book.
And Elamites.
Is he serious? He went from Nakum y'all back to Elam? I said, I don't remember. I don't remember talking about no Elam. Is you Elaphone? That man said, he went right back to ask the apostles. Listen, if I didn't know what I was doing, I had to shut that boy. You have somebody ministry shut down. You need to go read for a reverend. Shut all that church down, then I'd come back and reuse you. Because that man had you, listen, he do what he want to do. If you don't know what you're doing, and you come in with a script and got the bad, he going somewhere, your script is tore up. If you can't pull yourself out, you done, man, and Elamite. I said, I don't remember him saying, and a Elamite. Who is he talking about? He went back to ask the apostle, do what he want to do. You need to get him.
That's right. That's right.
Quick.
That's right.
Listen to the book.
And I made treasurers over the treasuries, Shelemiah, the Kahan, Zadok, the scribe, and Louis, Padilla, and next to them was Hanan, the Ben of
Oh, you ain't know her deal? You got a guy to write. That's it. Listen.
Hanan,
You ever see this? Then I ain't do that. Then I ain't do that. Listen. Y'all on the chain.
the Ben of Zakur, the Ben of Mataniah, for they were counted Amunah.
See, they were counted faithful. That was you be trying to put people on stuff now. That's how I do. Y'all be faithful. Amunah. He said, why he put them over the treasure? He said, why not? He said, you can count on them, guys. They're faithful. That's the same thing Shaul. That Shaul came along, he told Timothy. He told him to get men that were gone that he can be faithful, who be able to teach others also. Isn't that right? You're looking at people the same way. That's how important it was to have people you can put your confidence in. I'll tell you, listen, y'all do different than this. Listen, man. Listen. Church I was at, you had them before, they'll tell you, they lost something, they lost me. I was faithful. Y'all hear me? I know something not. Listen, I was faithful. I was definitely a major loss. You got it? Some of y'all, you ain't gonna do but go up. You don't want to be like, you want to be somebody that, you want to be somebody you value. He picked them people like, man, I could count on these people. He just look out there, he said, man, these are people I can count on them. He said, he meant they're Amunah. Listen.
And their office was to distribute unto the Akim.
That sound familiar? Oh, what you got? 7th chapter, book of Acts of the Apostle. Make it 8. 8-1. Acts of the Apostle 8-1. See, this sound familiar. Listen to the book.
And Shaul was consenting unto his moot. And at that time there was a great persecution against The Adah, which was at Jerusalem,
The Adah, for those watching, that's the flock of the fold. Listen, it be a herd, animals. That's why they call it sheep. We animal, Adah. Jacob had Adah. Listen.
which
Who all
was,
care? Who all y'all know had an Adah? Jacob. That's what I just said. You didn't repeat what I said. People don't usually do that. No, when I say it, then you usually say it like later on, like if I asked a month later. I said, Jacob had a dog. Who y'all know had a dog? They just said, Jacob. It ain't you wrong, but you just wrong for repeating right behind me, though. Abraham. Yeah, Abraham. You had, like I said, you had Jacob. You had Musa. He kept the flock for you. All these people kept flock. Daoud, that's right. They kept flock before they kept people. Because you got to know manner, you got to know behaviors. Hello? Jacob knew how to separate. He knew how to separate them. By color, by hair, he knew how to separate them. Rim sick, he knew how to heal. He knew how to heal them. He took a rod and stick it in the water, knew how to heal them. What y'all think the purpose of him taking Yahusha, putting him on a stick and put him in the midst of us?
That's right.
We were rim sick. We were stricken. That's how Jacob healed them. He took a stick and skinned it and put it in the water, and when they would drink, that's how he wound up healing them. The one rinse stick, the skinny one, that's how he wound up healing them. What you think Yahushua was doing when he put him on a stick and stuck him in the midst of us? He was healing us. We understood already the trees, the ants. Hello? What did we learn about the fruit? What was the fruit? It was food. And what about the leaves?
Healing.
That's why he took his clothes off. The leaves were for the healing. If he was an ox and we stripped the leaves off of him. Then he told him eat his flesh. Because we told that the pari was for food. Hello? Come on, how's you going to get us to do it? Why you think they stripped it? It was for medicine. Jacob did it. He had to skin it. He took the stick, he skinned it. He stripped it, and he stuck it in the middle, and they drank from it. That's what healed them. I don't know. Come on, finish this up. These people somewhere else. They be sitting around trying to drink the clothes and eat the water. I'm still sick and hungry. I don't know why. Listen to the book.
Remember me, O my Elohim, concerning this, and wipe not out my two deeds.
Sit down. Because he'll wipe out some stuff. He told me, but not my tube, not my good works. Listen.
That I have done.
Because you know what they'll say? Lord, wipe everything away I've done. Stupid self. That man knew, man. You got to know what you say. Man said, don't wipe out my tube deed. I don't want him to come and wipe everything away I did. Just wipe it out right now. He already stupid. You done. But know what you asking for. Hello? Even Yahushua, when he pulled out, he knew he told the man to keep them. He said, don't take them out.
That's right.
Because Yahuwah moved, he said, oh, I can stop him from sinning. You said keep. He said, don't take them out. He said, but keep them.
From the evil.
Yeah, but this the folk be, but no time be talking about you asking that man something. I ain't stupid, but he just want to make sure. Do you know what you asked for? He tried to tell him. He talking about sending his right hand and left hand. He said, you know what you asked for? So I know what you asking about. Listen.
That I have done for the house of my Elohim, and for the offices thereof. And those Yamim saw I in Yehuda some treading wine presses on the Shabbat, and bringing in sheaves, and lading asses, and also wine, grapes, and figs, and all manner of burdens, which they brought into Jerusalem on the Shabbat Yom.
What happened?
And I testified against them in the Yom wherein they sold victuals. There dwelt Anashim of Tyre also therein, which brought fish and all manner of ware, and sold on the Shabbat unto the Banim of Yehuda and in Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Then I contended with the nobles of Yehuda, and said unto them, what rasha thing is this that ye do, and profane the Shabbat Yom? Did not your Abbas thus, and did not our Elohim bring all this rasha upon us, and upon this city, Yet ye bring more wrath upon Yasharal by profaning the Shabbat. And it came to pass that when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark before the Shabbat, I amar that the gates should be shut, and charged that they should not be opened till after the Shabbat. And some of my Abadim set I at the gates, that there should be no burden be brought in on the Shabbat Yom. So the merchants and sellers of all kinds of ware lodged without Jerusalem once or twice. Then I testified against them and said unto them,
What you saying?
why lodge ye about the wall? If ye do so again, I will lay hands on you. From that time forth,
Wow, hard, my uncle. So I said, that man, wild out, that man, tell me, what y'all doing? Man, that time, I'm gonna break y'all neck. I'm gonna kill y'all, joker catcher. Cause he knew they gonna call somebody to commit Qatar. They see him out there, someone gonna pop out that gate. The best way to keep those people from transgressing, he look, just keep them from over there. Just stay off around him any time of Shabbat. Don't even come around. Listen.
from that time forth came they no more on the Shabbat. And I amar Louis that they should cleanse themselves, and that they should come and keep the gates to make Kodash the Shabbat Yom. Remember me, O my Elohim, concerning this also.
What happened?
And spare me according to the greatness of thy Rakam. And those Yamim also saw I Yahudim that had married a Shah of Ashdod and Ammon.
What language
and
they
of
speak?
Moab.
Greek, Latin? Ashdod and who?
Ammon and of Moab.
Oh. What happened?
And their Banim spake half in the speech of Ashdod,
And
could not speak in the Yahudim's language.
so it makes sense that when on the day of Ukar Shabur that he would have let them spoke and they'd have heard in their language. Because they couldn't speak it. That's how we knew it couldn't have been in 3 languages. He just told you they spoke in Ashdod. They couldn't speak Abary. So they'd have been there on the day of Ukar Shabur and they'd have spoken Abary. What would they have gotten from it? Listen to what he said.
But according to the language of each and I contended with them.
That's why he told you who were there. Everybody was there spoke Mizraim. They spoke some spoke Abary, some spoke Greek, some spoke Latin, some spoke Parthian, Elamites, dwellers of Mesopotamia. The reason why I tell you they were dwellers of, that lets you know what language what was the dominant language around Mesopotamia. What happened?
And I contended with them.
And did what?
And all them.
They start pronouncing curses on them. And what happened?
And smote certain of them.
And then I start slapping the piss out of folk. Listen.
And plucked off their hair, and made them Shaba by Elohim, saying, Ye shall not give your banuth unto their bani.
That's what he told them to do. He made them sit here and make a vow, Shaba, promise vow, that they wouldn't give their daughters their banuth to who?
Unto their bani.
To their sons.
Nor take their banuth unto your bani.
Nor take their banuth to your bani. That's what he made them do that Yom when that happened. This is a great work. Only problem we got, what you gonna do with the kids that still don't speak the language? You just stopped it from continuing. We still got these kids that don't speak the language. Nobody paying attention, huh? That day I sat them down and made all them learn the language? Or that day I started pronouncing curses on them? I started smoting some of them and plucking some of the hair out of their head. He never told you that day I taught them how to speak the Abary language. Nobody listened to that, did it? I only made them agree nobody would cross gender again. I never said anything about teaching these kids. So what was going to happen if these kids desired to come to seek him because they are Yahudim? If they ain't Yahudim because they are, how you claim Abraham?
That's right.
You in America.
That's right.
Abraham said every one of him been over to Asa.
That's right.
You in the West. Y'all got to get conscious. This is the kind of state you was in. So all he had to provide a way for you. Did we read that he made them sit down and learn Abary? All he did was made them vow not to do it again. Don't make any more kids with these people. You never heard that these kids was butchered and slaughtered. So what we gonna do with them? If they decided their laws changed and they were gonna come, they were gonna convert. If they decide they want to come to the place of their abbas, what are we gonna do when they speak in Ashdod? Speak in Latin, Hebrew, and Greek? Two. What you left out? 2 and 6, Acts of the Apostle.
Verse 9.
Listen.
Parthians and Medes and Elamites and dwellers in Mesopotamia
Oh my goodness. Dwellers of Mesopotamia will put you over in that region. Where else?
and in Yehuda,
And
Cappadocia,
well,
in Pontus,
well,
and Asawa, Phrygia, and Pamphylia, in Mizraim, and in the parts of Libya, about Cyrene, and strangers of Rome, Yahudim, and proselytes, Cretes and Arabians, we do hear them speak in our tongues.
why would you have Arabians down? That's right. Because of Mount Sinai they call it. That's why they had it, because it's in Arabia. So that were people that actually stayed in that region. Because he said there where we were going to call him at. So now these people stay, and these people now up and are fluent on our language because we're not there. How are you going to communicate to them when they get there? Unless you have some people there. So you had about 120 people there, different nationalities. We know that because that's how many people were in the room. So you had 120 different nationalities there. All 120 people in the room spoke that everybody heard them in their language. Does it make sense that everybody gathered there that the day Yahushua was crucified and you only had 3 names on the 2?
No, sir.
This is what I do for a living.
Good teacher, good teacher.
Pure process of elimination. Makes sense that all these people, all they had to do was just let them speak Abary and make them learn Abary right quick. That's the easiest thing to do. Speak Abary and get them the gift to pick it up right then. They didn't speak Abary. They spoke the language of the place where they were at. So it made sense that the people speaking were fluent enough that they were able to comprehend it and they could communicate with them. It made sense that there was more than 3 names on the 2 if everybody was going to be there. If everybody's going to learn the Shem. You can write it in another language and it still be the same thing. I tell you, Yahushua using English characters and English writing, which is transliteration to get you to speak it.
That's right.
So you can write in Mizraim, you can write anything else, and it still comes out to be
That's
the same.
right. That's right.
Don't tell me it's something else or something like that. That wouldn't make sense.
That's right.
Transliteration.
Yep.
We speak English. I write it in English form to get us to pronounce it or enunciate it in the Abary tongue.
That's right.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Don't let the people make you stupid. Don't get these people make you think when you wrote in all these different languages it was another name. That's confusion. That is confusion. That is not unity, and that's not everybody speaking the same thing. Hello? Listen what else they say.
We do hear them speak in our tongues
See that? We do hear them speaking in our language. What is this?
the wonderful works of Elohim.
So all of them heard a different message. There was a Parthian message, an Egyptian message, a Mesopotamian message. Everybody heard the same thing.
Yep.
Everybody heard the same thing. Y'all all right?
Yes, sir.
I know y'all a little time to get y'all out of here. 'Cause y'all, some of y'all ain't serious anyway about it. Get y'all do. Y'all think about what you want to do. I'm just for what's right. I'm for what's right, and I don't want to sit around and play stupid. Because they put something in the book, I can't be stupid. I know it don't matter to some of y'all. Just take what it is and keep going. That's the danger, detriment behind a lot of these people's religion. Now go here and you see the man sit here and allow 100 different nationalities here in each one of their languages. Everybody pop up here at the man crucifixion, and he only put 3 names of him. When everybody don't speak the same language. Our people would have came because it was a Muhaddin. They went out, even though they were from Mizraim, they were still Yahudim.
Right.
They still came to acknowledge the Muhaddin.
That's right.
If our people went anywhere else, it wouldn't make sense to say they had to come up to keep the Muhaddin. Yeah. How can you come up to keep something if you're already there?
That's right.
You're only coming up to keep it because you're not there. No more people coming and just sitting here and don't know but coming. That's the danger he looked at with people. You can show up and be doing something and don't know. Nakum y'all speaking Abary and they sit here. They're in the right place, got the right teacher, but you don't even know what he's talking about. Where's your salvation at? It doesn't work that way. Then you need to know. He showed the need of you need to know. Just being there is not enough. Those people needed to hear. They need to be informed because that's the purpose and part of your salvation. At 2:36. Acts of the Apostle. Listen.
Therefore, let all the Beth of Yasharal,
All of them. All of them. How all of them going to know if they ain't speaking but in 3 languages and all of them speaking different languages? Therefore, let all of them know. What is everybody going to know that everybody speaking something different?
know assuredly that Elohim hath made that same Yahushua,
Or Jesus. Or Yakum. Depending on where you from. You know how important it is that it didn't make no difference what these people nationality is, that their writings, their lettering can be changed and used to enunciate, to still know. You just want to go, it don't make sense. How we taking English saying it? These are English lettering when we write Yahushua. English lettering written in a state or in a form to get you to enunciate it in the Abary. The Abary characters don't even look like what we write. Which means when you wrote it in Aramaic, you wrote it in these different nationalities, you could still enunciate it in its proper tongue. They try to make everything look like everybody's stupid. How we write? How we doing it?
Got a point.
Barashit. That's how you write it? Brasa. Right now. This is how you write it. Abraham can read that. I can read it. Abraham can read it. Abraham can read the ancient.
Right.
I don't write ancient. I don't speak ancient. I speak English.
Right.
So they do the same thing happen to them. It's got to be put to where I can hear it and I can understand it.
Right.
You can't throw ancient characters over here and get me to get it. Middle, and get me to get to pronunciate to say what they say. You got to be able to get these characters because I understand the B, the B. I understand the R, the R sound in it. So we put these together, I can enunciate it, and it will come out into the Abary tongue. But this is English. Formed from Greek and Latin. Yeah. Guess what he told him? He told him to write the kazoon. Make it
plain.
So for what reason? So you telling me now they saw Hebrew, Latin, and Greek. They speaking Mizraim, not Hebrew, Latin. They speaking what the language, the dominant language of Mesopotamia. They speaking Cappadocia, Phrygia, Pontus, all these different languages. And you tell me they can read that? It's not plain, which means you'd have to write it in everybody's language. So it would be plain enough that they knew what he was saying.
That's right. That's right.
He told them to write and make it plain.
That's right.
How is it plain when I don't speak Hebrew or Latin or Greek? then it's got to be written in my language. Man just told him, therefore, let all the house. So all those people are under the house of Yasharal. How am I going to know it if you just speaking in Abary? Listen.
Whom ye have crucified, both Adon and Mashiach.
Now,
When they heard this,
tell them what happened, son.
they were pricked in their law.
How they going to do it if it's only in the Hebrew, Latin, and Greek? Which means the whole time he's talking, they're understanding it. Because he's speaking it plain. They're hearing them in their language. That's the only way they can get convicted. That's the only way change is going to happen. That's the only way it's going to make sense. Listen.
And said unto Cuff,
What did they say?
and to the rest of the apostles,
What did they say?
Anashim and Akim, what shall we do?
Speaking another language. But they saw the need to communicate to them, we need to know what to do. How am I even know what? Why am I want to know what to do when I don't even know what's going on? I don't even know what you're saying. So it's got to be plainly communicated. It's got to be where I can understand and comprehend it. Listen.
Then Cuff said unto them,
What did he say?
Repent,
In Abary. And do what?
be immersed,
Who?
every one of you,
Talking about not the one, talking about everybody that speak Abary,
every one of you,
Greek and Latin.
every one of you,
How?
in the Shem of Yahushua HaMashiach, for the remission of Kata,
And
ye shall receive the Barak of the Ruach HaKodash.
what happened?
For the Shabbat is unto you,
Now you're trying to get them to the promise. And
to your Benin,
to
all that are afar off,
even as who?
many as the Adon, our Elohim, shall call.
He going Yakra. We know about that, right? Because he called.
That's right.
That's we had a whole book. Right? And he called. What was he calling them for? He was calling people so he could save them. So they understand. They had to understand this. Call Yakra. Call. You got a whole book about call. Right? So speaking of letting them know, there's a book that referenced the call. Where did he call them at? Where they was at? Huh? What's your first book? In the beginning? What's your second book? And these were the names? Your third book. And he called. What were they at? So when Cuff was talking to people, what were they at? How do you know they was in Bamarbah? Because he seen Anashim, and it looked like ox walking. So he talking about calling. They already knew they were going to be in the wilderness, which means we were going to be among people. Because you already heard when he opened the man's eyes, the man told you what he saw. He seen Anashim, and they looked like ox. And they were walking. So did Adam and Ka'ur. They looked like ox. And what did he do?
Call.
And he called them. So they already knew this makes, listen, this only makes sense to people that this your custom. These people had some knowledge. Why else were they there? They had some knowledge, but things need to be communicated to them where they could understand it. Listen.
And with many other Dabarim,
See that? With many other Dabarim, which means he went back to Abary speaking. That's not all he said. The writer just told you that. He said, he just told them, repent, get and back. That's it. The book just told you he said some other things too. They just didn't want you to know it. Why? That's what he told you with many others. You didn't hear no many. Let's see if he tells the many others. What happened?
did he testify and exhort, saying, save yourselves.
See that? He said some other things too. To get them to realize the importance, they need to look out every man for himself. Every man need to consider himself. He said some other things that made a factor, that was a major impact and factor to get them to break out from among the people. What? Repent, be baptized. That's it, I'm coming. He had to say some other things. They didn't make nobody do nothing. Okay, I heard you. Then you got to say something else. He had to warn them, which means now they had to get a fear. Something else he said motivated a fear greater than the fear they had from breaking out from the tree. What did Adam tell him when he called? Why? Because I'm scared. I'm not finna break off from where my safety is. I can hide among these people. He had to get these people to break away from the people. So he said something else besides repent and be baptized, immerse. Why would the writer tell me that if it wasn't something else said? That's it. I heard the man say, repent, be baptized. I got on up and come. I didn't. I heard the man say a lot of time about repent and baptize, but they ain't moved me.
Right.
Something else had to come along, some other word.
That's right.
Had to get me to realize, save yourself.
That's right.
What did y'all learn about Adam in the garden? I was afraid. Don't you know that's the average person? People don't like people know that because they feel like they're vulnerable. You are a human being. You not, listen, I ain't scared of nothing. They are. That's why they just told you they weren't scared of nothing. Yep. Listen, you are a fool and a retard. You're not scared of nothing, okay? Everybody has fear. Adam had fear. That's why he hid himself. That's why women put on makeup. That's why men put on other stuff. People put on costumes. You on a costume, ain't nobody know who it is. It's the guy with I got a cover. You can do stuff. Some people put on stuff, they can do it because they got a cover. When there's no cover and everything's stripped off, what will you do? Like Yahushua. That's why he took the cover. He told you now a man can't wrap himself in it. What you gonna do in the cover? He knew when the covering off, then you exposed. What will you do when the covering come off? So he had to get these people to sit here, you ain't gonna believe it, and shake the leaves off. Shake them off. Think about that, man. All them people there, and you got to say something. They ain't enough. The man just went through a whole lecture of telling these people what happened. How Moot was not able to hold him. How Elohim chose him. All these different things concerning him being the Ben of Daoud. They ain't move nobody. They ain't move nobody. Standing up telling these folk, Elohim exalted him, all that ain't move nobody. You got to get personal. He got personal with them. With many other words. Many? It was that one word he said. No. He came at them frontal assault. Told them, save yourself. He had to convince them, all these people going to die. You had to get from among these trees. Had to, Leon. Why he told me many other words? Why did I think he said repent, be baptized, and people got saved? That ain't enough to save nobody. Don't let these people make no fool out of you. People will dumb you down. They ain't gonna say that. You think I ain't never heard nobody say repent? Boy, you need to get saved. Right. Boy, you need to be baptized. They ain't move me. Right. That's why people stuck in the rap. Because you comfortable with a lie. They ain't gonna move nobody. Those men had to become scared. Listen.
Save yourselves from this untoward generation.
Ain't nobody around you right. Everybody around you going the wrong way. What you got to tell a person to get a person to break out from everybody else? You got to tell me everybody else wrong. Untoward generation? This is what happened.
Then they that gladly received his debar.
Then, why did he come out and he said repent and be baptized? Therefore, that same Yahushua, Adon, and Mashiach, why you ain't come then? Why you got to say something to scare you? Because you need a greater fear than the fear that's got you held back from obeying.
Yeah.
Y'all not practical. You're not practical. You don't want to think when you read. You don't believe something magical going to happen. That magical happen. Choice got to be made. See? Listen what happened.
Then They that gladly received his debar
Well, what?
immersed.
You mean everybody didn't come? You done told all Yasharal. I just told all Yasharal. All Yasharal just heard me speak. And you tell me you not tell me everybody? They that gladly receive his Dabarim were what?
Immersed.
What happened?
And the same Yom
What did he do?
there were added unto them
Everybody?
about 3,000 Nephash.
3,000 people decided, I want to change. I want to come out. I want to be separated. That's what we learned from Adam. You know, he looked like trees too. He had to come out and be separate. He don't believe who said it. Yahuwah. Wanted to come out and be separated. He was a tree. What you look like if you got leaves on? Who wear leaves? Go figure. Said to come out and be separated. That's what old people had to do, come out and be separated. That's right. They had to get over their fears and their phobia and be separated. You got a fear and a phobia, keep me from doing what you need to do. You worry about being embarrassed. You're going to be an embarrassment in the human. He come out here and shop at this place. Your opportunity now to break away from no ritual that people been doing, be honest with yourself. I don't worry about people until I got a care of what people think. Don't think I don't. Don't think I don't want to be a hard by everybody and appreciated by everybody. But the fact of the matter is, I'm not. Because I'm making a choice that very few people going to make. I'm going to make a sacrifice that a lot of people ain't going to make and do. I'm going to get up and I speak from the Lord and tell y'all the truth. I got fears and phobias, all that stuff. None of them just ain't bigger than the one I got, I'm burning forever. Once my fears and phobias get bigger than burning forever, then I'll be back out there with them. Until then, I'll be here tomorrow about 1:30 doing the same thing.
That's right.
That's two.